Hi Patricia, here are words from the last couple of lessons that we've done reading. I'm going to actually just read the text so you can find your way of where the words are. Okay, and I'll stop at each word just like I do when I review with you in class. Okay. When Sir Alexander arrived in Peking after a journey by sea and land that took his party nearly 2 months, he presented his seals patent to the Empress Cixi and a personal letter for her private reading from Queen Victoria. The Empress, dressed from head to toe in white and gold, received her new ambassador in the throne room of the Imperial Palace. She read the letter, past tense, so it must be read and not read. She read the letter from the British monarch while Sir Alexander remained standing to attention. Her Imperial Highness revealed, silent E, revealed nothing of its contents to the new minister, only wishing him a successful term of office in his appointment. She then moved her lips slightly up at the corners, which Sir Alexander judged correctly to mean that the audience had come to an end. As he was conducted, not conducted, but conducted, back through the great halls of the imperial palace by a mandarin in the long court dress of black and gold, Sir Alexander walked as slowly as possible, taking in the magnificent collection of ivory and jade statues which were scattered, silent E, casually around the building, much in the way Cellini and Michelangelo today lie stacked against each other in Florence. As his ministerial appointment was for only 3 years, Sir Alexander took no leave, but preferred to use his time to put the embassy behind him and travel on horseback into the outlying districts to learn more about the country and its people. On these trips, he was always accompanied by a mandarin from the palace staff, who acted as interpreter and guide. On one such journey, passing through the muddy streets of a small village with but a few houses called Ha Li Chuan, a distance of some 50 miles from Peking, Sir Alexander chanced upon an old craftsman's working place. Leaving his servants, the minister dismounted from his horse and entered the ramshackle wooden workshop to admire the delicate pieces of ivory and jade that crammed, silent E, crammed the shelves from floor to ceiling. Although modern, the pieces were superbly executed by an experienced craftsman, and the minister entered the little hut with the thought of acquiring a small memento of his journey. Once in the shop, he could hardly move in any direction for fear of knocking, not knocking, but knocking something over. The building had not been designed for a 6'3" and caught a visitor. Sir Alexander stood still and enthralled, taking in the fine-scented jasmine smell that hung in the air. An old craftsman bustled forward in a long blue coolie robe and flat black hat to greet him. A jet black plaited pigtail fell down his back. He bowed very low, and then looked up at the giant from England. The minister returned the bow, while the Mandarin explained who Sir Alexander was and his desire to be allowed to look at the work of the craftsman. The old man was nodding his agreement even before the Mandarin had come to the end of his request. For over an hour the minister sighed and chuckled as he studied many of the pieces with admiration, and finally returned to the old man to praise his skill. The craftsman bowed once again, and his shy smile revealed, silent E, no teeth, but only genuine pleasure at Sir Alexander's compliments. Pointing a finger to the back of the shop, he beckoned the two important visitors to follow him. They did so and entered a veritable Aladdin's cave, with row upon row of beautiful miniature emperors and classical figures. The minister could have happily settled down in the orgy of ivory for at least a week. Sir Alexander and the craftsman chatted away to each other through the interpreter, and the minister's love and knowledge of the Ming dynasty was soon revealed. The little craftsman's face lit up with this discovery, and he turned to the Mandarin and in a hushed, silent E, hushed voice made a request. The Mandarin nodded his agreement and translated. Lots of reading, but I hope that all of it will help you to practice and be reminded about many words, not just the ones that I have highlighted for you. See you soon. Bye for now.